Hey, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Now this is set after the events of Jurassic World, actually 3 years later, and remains the characters of Owen Grady and Claire Deering having to rescue like the remaining dinosaurs off the island of Isla Nublar before like a volcano erupts and like wipes them all out. So that's basically what the plot of the film is about, but of course you know it's more to it than that. Now this film was much more entertaining to me, and I thought it was actually better than the last Jurassic World. This particular one right here, 'cause I was kind of disappointed in this film, you know. This one right here, I thought it was okay, you know. I watched it again and I thought it seemed like it got better, you know. But this particular Jurassic World, this new one, I really did find this to be entertaining, you know. I enjoyed it a lot, you know. Like a lot of things about the film I can't really hit on too much, you know, because it will kind of spoil like what the film itself was actually about, you know. But overall, I thought like the action scenes were entertaining. Like the dino action was awesome, you know. Like they had like funny humor, like the comedic side to the film was pretty good, you know. I thought like a lot of the characters were kind of interesting. Some of them were annoying too as well. But I'm not going to touch on all of them, you know. But and like they did, I like when it was actually mentioned that they was going to be making a sequel too. They did mention like that this would be a much darker film than Jurassic World. You know, the director J.A. Bayona, I think that's how you pronounce his last name. He did mention that this would be a much darker film than the last Jurassic World. You know, and it is like very dark. And actually, most of the film is at times kind of like dark. You know, I know this is like not a spoiler. It looks like a lot of scenes do take place at night. You know. But overall, yeah, like when it opens, you know, it opens with like an exciting scene. That's, you know, this is kind of spoiler territory. You know, that kind of takes place under the water. You know, and I thought it was very creepy and scary and intense. You know, it was a fun moment. You know, I like how they actually open the film. Even when it goes on, it's like the I guess you could say the second act of the film, it was still like entertaining and fun. But I kind of feel like once it got to the end of the film, that's where it kind of started to drag. You know. Because it's more to the idea of the plot of them like trying to get dinosaurs off the island before the volcano erupts. Because you know, of course, you know, not the sports, you know, they eventually do, you know. But then it's like more to the plot of what's going on. Like this guy, he's claiming to Claire, you know, that he actually has like an island, like an isolated island somewhere where they can put the dinosaurs that they rescue. They can put them on this island, you know, and protect them and so on, you know. And of course, you have Ian Malcolm character there too as well, played by Jeff Goldblum again. In his performance, there is kind of like a cameo, you know. He's not really in it over, you know. He has like two different like moments in the film, you know, and he does stress the idea about how we shouldn't be messing with dinosaurs and so on and everything, like how he was like in the previous like Jurassic Park films, you know. Yeah, because the character known as Eli Mills, I think that's how I pronounce his last name. He is the one who actually hires like Claire and Owen to actually rescue like the remaining dinosaurs off the island of Isla Nublar. He actually is the one that actually hires them to get the dinosaurs, and you know, and they're gonna try to put them on this other like secluded island. But of course, you know, not a spoiler. This is spoiler territory. He has like other intentions, you know. And he does seem like a good guy at first, you know. But you know, I don't want to get into it too much because it kind of ruined the film, you know. But I thought Chris Pratt was good as Owen Grady. I thought he was good, you know, like it's like, and even like Bryce Dallas Howard as Claire, you know, I thought they was still good like in her role, you know. And it does like Bryce is having like a fun time in her role as Claire, and like she's really, you know, like into the role, you know. And I thought their chemistry was pretty good too as well, you know. You also have IT technician or something like that known as Franklin Well, and he's actually like he joins the group too, and he's played by Justice Smith. I thought he was okay, you know. He was an interesting like character, you know. At times I thought what he was doing was kind of like annoying, you know, but I thought he was okay, you know. You can definitely tell that his character of Franklin Well was kind of like the comedic side of the film, because he was the one that kept on like the comedic lines and stuff kind of throughout the film, you know. You also have James Cromwell as Sir Benjamin Lockwood. He has like he was like a former partner of John Hammond, you know, like from the other Jurassic Park films. He's actually a partner of him, you know, and he's like sick and like I guess you could say like dying, you know, and everything. Now his role in the film is kind of minor, you know, but he does kind of stand out, you know, in the film itself, you know. You also have Ted Levine as Ken Wheatley, and he plays like a mercenary who was in command of the rescue operation that when they were trying to rescue the dinosaurs, you know, he's actually one that's running like the operation. You know, he's played by Ted Levine. I thought his character was pretty interesting, you know, and he does seem like a pretty good character at first, you know, but of course, you know, I'm not going to spoil it, you know. You have B.D. Wong, he returns as Dr. Henry Wu. You have Geraldine Chaplin as Iris, you know, and she's like the housekeeper of the Lockwood estate, you know. You also have Danielle Pinata as Dr. Zia Rodriguez, and she's like a former Marine who is like part of like the dinosaurs protection groups. Because most of her scenes, like they are with Franklin Webb, who's played by Justice Smith. It looks like most of her scenes are with him, and she also provides like a lot of like the comedic elements in the film too as well. You know, like the humor and so on. You know. So I thought hers was pretty like interesting. You know, like I say, but most of her screen time is actually with the Franklin character, you know. Now overall, like they also introduced like a new dinosaur into the film too as well, which is kind of like similar to the Dinosaurs Rex from Jurassic World. Now this particular dinosaur is actually mixed with like a raptor, you know, but I'm not going to spoil it, you know, I'm not going to go into too much, but it's actually mixed with like a raptor. And I think they did use like I don't want to touch on that because that kind of ruined, you know. It's kind of a callback to the last Jurassic World, you know. But overall, like they caught this new dinosaur known as the Indoraptor. I thought it was kind of like weak, you know. And then it didn't really. Its moments were kind of cool and intense, especially like the house chase sequence with chasing the girl around the house and stuff. I thought that moment was pretty good, you know. Yeah, because the little girl is actually played by Isabella Sermon, and her name was Maisie, I think, Lockwood. She's like the girl that kind of lives in the house with James Cromwell's character, you know. Yeah, she's actually like his granddaughter too as well, you know. Her moments were pretty cool, and I thought she did a pretty good job in her role too as well, you know. And she does kind of stand out in the film. I won't be surprised if you see her character return, you know, because she did kind of like stand out, you know. I also believe the dinosaur, or the raptor known as Blue, it looks like they're trying to turn her into like a major part of the series, like an actual dinosaur that we can actually relate to that has a name, you know, and then so on. Not just like another raptor or another T-Rex, you know, because obviously these be like different T-Rexes and like different raptors and so on that we see throughout these films, you know. So I won't be surprised if she actually just continues to kind of hang around. I won't be surprised she'll be back in the next one too as well, you know. Another thing too, like the Indoraptor, like I said, I didn't think it was as good as the Indominus Rex from Jurassic World. Now I thought that was kind of cool. Had the Indominus Rex can like cloak and stuff, you know, camouflage and stuff, and it was intelligent and everything. I thought that one was kind of cool, you know. But this Indoraptor didn't really, you know, it didn't really have nothing really kind of special, but it was intelligent, I believe. But I think it was still kind of on the level of like Blue, you know, like the raptor, you know. But yeah, like I said, I really did. I enjoyed this one. I thought this was a better Jurassic World film than the last one, because I was kind of disappointed in like the last one, you know. But like I said, the visuals too as well. I thought the visuals, like they still aren't as mind blowing as like the original like Jurassic Park films. Coming back like when you know, like I said, these films, like, cause this is my trilogy I have. Like back when those films were actually released, like the dinosaur visuals, they were like awesome at the time, you know. But now it's like they're not really like holding up too well, you know. I don't think the visuals were too good, you know. It's like we've seen like better stuff, you know, like recent visuals that we have like in other like blockbuster type movies. They look better than what we've seen in here, and maybe because we already seen like dinosaur action before, you know. Maybe that's what it is, you know. But overall, in the end, I was entertained by Jurassic World, and I'm definitely looking forward to kind of seeing the next one. I know it's supposed to be another one, and I think this one is scheduled to be released in 2021, and I think this is going to be like the end of it too as well. And another thing too, spoiler alert, it's like an Easter egg at the very end of the film too. You have to watch all the credits, and you see like a little Easter egg at the end of the film, you know, if you watch the whole entire credits roll, you know. But yeah, overall, I'm giving Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, I'm giving this a B-, and I would definitely recommend it for like fans, but like I said, the Jurassic Park series, you know, or anything, you know. So yeah, I'm giving this a B-. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well.